Hello. I am so excited to have you all here with me. I am going to let people pop on and let's see, I might try to tag some friends, so give me just a second while I go through all of these. Anyone who is here, make sure you say hello. I want to invite you to, I wish this was an in-person season launch party, but you know, it's 2022, so we don't even think twice about pivoting anymore. We went from our big thought was we would be, there we go, that's plenty. Our big thought was that we would be in person and we had the space for it and we had the plans for it, and then it just was not the risk versus reward. So, hey, I see some of my team members jumping on. Say hi to Molly, Stacy, and then I see Tiffany. Thank you so much for joining me and thanks for commenting. One of the best things about doing a big group event like this is that there's so much energy, and I'm gonna be busy cooking, so I'm gonna count on the other consultants who are here, like Stacy and Molly, to answer any questions. Hey, Melissa. Melissa is also here on our team. So if anyone is a guest of theirs, go ahead and comment so that they know you're here. Lots of giveaways are happening today. We're going to be having a lot of fun. Since we aren't able to be in person, I'm just inviting you all in. Oh, and Brittany's here. Brittany's also on the team. Thank you for joining. And you all are about to see a meal that is completely new. We just got a new catalog. Our winter and spring catalog came out on Wednesday. And I have to tell you, when I saw the list of meals, I was most excited about the Philly style cheesesteak. And I made it, and I understand now everyone needs to try this. I wish I could do like a drive-by and have you just, yeah, stop by. Molly, if you're close, stop by. I will go ahead and send you a piece of Philly cheesesteak on your way. So, all right, we have plenty of people here. I'm gonna make this meal in no more than 20 minutes, but you're gonna have to put up with me for probably 30 because I have a lot to talk about. All right, so you know that the start of a good sandwich is the bread. And I have French bread. This was a huge loaf, which was perfect. And I'm gonna just go ahead and prep this first because it's calling to be on a toasted bun. And let's just face it, like everything is better on bread with butter. Hi, Alice. Oh, and Tiffany, I see you're here. Let's see. I actually am gonna try something completely new. The last time I made this, I had softer bread, so I wanted to make sure to get the crunchier bread. But I thought, you know, I've got this garlic aioli, or this creamy garlic, roasted garlic, sorry, that I can make into a little like butter sauce. So I have some butter here. If you don't know this trick, I just put this right on my stovetop while the oven was preheating, and now it's like sort of melty. And I can just stir it up a little bit, and I'm gonna add, I've never done this before, but that's the great thing about Epicure. You can test anything out and see how you like it. Ooh, that smells delicious. Okay, I don't think I want a lot. I think I just want like maybe, I'm gonna say a teaspoon. And this is full, so I'll probably make a mess. All right, I'm gonna talk about this spoon that I'm using. This is a 4-in-1 measuring spice spoon. It's made specifically for our jars that are all around this size, and it will go in there. It's not like trying to fit your round peg into a square hole or vice versa, but it's got all 4 tools in one. So you have your tablespoon, your teaspoon, flip it over, you have your half teaspoon and your 1/4 teaspoon. Oh good, I'm glad to know that that garlic goes a long way because I didn't put too much in. You know what I need though, Stacy? We just came out with a new tool that's like a basting brush. And I was thinking, I don't actually have that. So I should have, I'm gonna order that. It's on my wish list. Speaking of a wish list, make sure that you are following along with me, and anything that you see that you think, oh, that will make my life easier, go ahead and start a wish list. If you have a consultant that you're here with, they're able to see your wish list and they can help you while you're shopping if you need suggestions. So instead, since I don't have a brush, I just kind of made it, the butter wasn't fully melted, so it's kind of more like a sauce. Yeah, that's got plenty of garlic in it. So I'm just gonna like smear it on. I always hated cooking shows when they said that word. Seems like such a weird word. Smear it. Just give it a nice little smeary smear here. And then I'm gonna show you two different sheet pans, both from Epicure. One of them is the half sheet pan, which is what I'm gonna put my bread on. So this guy's cute, look at that. It comes with the 2 pans and the 2 liners, that's a set. And since I have big bread here, I'm gonna do that with both of these. And those are great for people who want, well, people who have smaller families, of course. If you don't need a huge cookie sheet, it makes sense to just get the smaller ones. But also if you're trying to do like portion control, I just feel like if I put a little bit of something on a big plate, it doesn't look like that much. But if I put a little bit of something on a smaller plate or a smaller pan, then I have a better idea to gauge of how much am I actually making and how much am I actually eating. I'm gonna try to give you tips throughout this whole thing so that you walk away having a few more nuggets of information on how to make cooking a little bit easier. So I have my 2 sheet pans, liners. I'm gonna go ahead and pop those into the oven for like 3 minutes while I prep the rest of the meal. And I didn't say it, but we are doing dessert, but this is what's gonna take the longest. So we'll do dessert while that's cooking. While I'm washing my hands and getting everything else set up, I want to talk a little bit more about Epicure. So you all know, or maybe you don't, but Epicure is a good food, real fast, clean eating company from Canada. They have been around in Canada this year going on 25 years, but they've only been in the US going on 3 years here. Oh, Stacy, you're gonna comment on my clothes and I'm gonna have a hard time not saying something. Thank you. So anyway, they've been around for 25 years in Canada, on their 3rd year here, and they are trying to make a difference in our health. They want us to have food that's affordable, food that's healthy, and food that's delicious so that we're able to feed our families and know that we're not gonna have all that junk in our diet. So Epicure is known for their Never Ever list, and their Never Ever list is a list of ingredients that they will never ever put in their products, including artificial dyes and preservatives, ingredients that you can't pronounce. So that is our good food mission, or I'm sorry, our good food, clean eating mission. And they are actually really, really helpful for us as consultants. So they lay this all out here for me. That's why I keep looking off to my notes, because I'm gonna have to make sure I tell you everything I want you to know. All right, I decided that I was going to use seasoned steak for my Philly cheesesteak. It's not because the seasoning in the packet isn't enough, but I have had these ribeye, thin sliced ribeyes from Bloomington Meats, and I just have to tell you that they are so tender and so delicious. The first time I made this meal, the steak came from the grocery store, and I don't know if it was the cut that I picked, but it was a little bit tough, and I knew getting these steaks that were already seasoned, I would be good to go. Probably should have unwrapped them earlier though. I'm gonna put these on my smaller cutting board. Another thing that I love from Epicure, these cutting boards have like a grid on the back that makes them no slip. And so I think I'm gonna use my small cutting board for this and my big cutting board for my veggies. This is where I wish I had someone in the kitchen with me because I could be having them do this, but I'm just gonna use my handy dandy scissors. There's a joke amongst my friends and my family that I am obsessed with these scissors, and it's actually not a joke at all. It's the truth. I love them because they cut through meat, they cut through chicken, I cut through lettuce with them yesterday to make like shredded lettuce for tacos. I use it for cilantro. They're just amazing. And they're so sharp. I have two pairs for my kitchen, and then I have a pair that's not even in my kitchen just because I want to have them when I'm opening packages and mail and envelopes because they're just that good. Okay, we might be here for 35 minutes, friends. This is taking me much longer than I was expecting. But stick with me. I cannot wait for this meal to be done. It smells good already. I can remember that I have my bread in the oven because it smells like garlic bread cooking up. I wish you were here to smell it. All right, we're getting there. Let's go ahead and check on the bread actually. Oh, nope, I still got a few more minutes. I better set a timer though. All right, so I'm gonna take my ribeyes that I got from the steak store? I don't know, meat store. And I'm gonna use my scissors. And I just wanna show you, oh my gosh, I'm so excited to do this. I've never done it with steak, but look at that, it's like cutting through butter. I always use these with chicken because I don't like touching chicken, but check that out. And if you're someone who doesn't want all that extra fat, it's sometimes really hard to work with. I don't know, it's kind of gross to think about, but you can just cut that right out like that and have a leaner cut of your steak. We had friends that always used to come out to our pool when we would grill in the summer. And I had a friend who, if I trimmed off any of the fat, he was like, "Can I have your fat?" It's apparently the tastiest part, but I'm trying to watch my fat intake. That's another thing. I have not mentioned why this is like the best product for families. So I found Epicure and was so delighted to realize that they are a salt and sugar conscious company. So you don't want to have all the extra salt that's in frozen meals. Well, you can get the same quick, speedy cooking without all that extra added salt and all of the other chemicals. So everything is gluten-free, even if you're not trying to eat gluten-free. I'm not, but I can feel that taking gluten out of my body has actually made me feel much healthier. And it's also nut-free. So they are making everything in a nut-free facility. So families with dietary needs, if you have any sort of struggle with that, that's why Epicure is so amazing. You don't have to read labels. Oh, perfect. Okay. Let me grab these really quick. Should be nice and crunchy. Okay, this steak has taken forever. Oh, thank you for sharing that, Stacy. Yeah, so we learned about Bloomington Meats ribeyes because my husband's work, they have cookouts and they always get these. And I like steak. I'm not saying I don't, but I actually crave this meal in the summer off the grill on like a sandwich. It's so delicious, which is why I thought this is going to be perfect for this meal. All right, we're almost done. And then I'm just going to whip up those peppers really quick. That won't take much time at all. Let's see, is there anything else I'm missing in the chat? I want to make sure. Send me info. Oh yeah. I want to make sure that we get to everything, but I also have so much to talk about. So my team here, we are the second organization in Central Illinois, and we're a very young team. We just got started in November. So this group of women that have come to me and entered my life because of Epicure, they have been such a blessing. Okay. steak is done. And now we're going to move to peppers. I have tips for you with this. Okay, have you ever tried to cut a pepper in half and you get seeds everywhere? I know I have. And then also, if you ever want to cut your peppers and save them for later, wrap them in a paper towel. If you slice them this way, they stay with the stem and the nutrients are all locked in there. Okay, my Prep Pro ceramic knife is gonna make this so fast. And this is my favorite tool for just like starting off. The scissors are number one because no touching chicken or meat, but this knife is number two. It is $29.95 and it does miracles with cutting through veggies, and I could have used it on the steak, but I really wanted to. I just am in love with those scissors. All right, so I'm gonna do this super quick, and I'm also going to show you what we're having for dessert. I use this ceramic knife on my Honeycrisp apples, and I cut them up around 2:30, whenever I posted that we were an hour away from our live. And or a half an hour, and I want to show you, when I'm done with the recipe here, just how quick and easy it is to slice up apples and not have them brown right away. This knife, because it's ceramic, will have apples not brown overnight. So you could even, if you've got kids at home, you could even do the apple slices, instead of going to the store and paying a small fortune for the little bags, you could do the apple slices ahead of time. I might want another pepper. That didn't turn out to be as much as I thought. But I also have mushrooms. So my house, we love mushrooms. I'm using our collapsible strainer, which I just rinsed them earlier. So now let me go ahead and chop these up. I don't have great knife skills, but I do feel like you're much safer with a sharp knife. I've learned that from my son's Boy Scouts. You didn't know that, Stacy, about the apples? Yeah. That was one of the first things that sold me on it. And then I realized that this knife is just like, I know there are some really expensive knives out there, and it is $29.95. Another great item to use if you have host benefits as like a half price item, because then you would get it for $15. That's insane. Okay, I think we're gonna be good with the amount that we have here. I made fajitas last night in my steamer, and I just am doing all sheet pan today except for dessert. So I had to throw a steamer item in there somewhere. If you don't know about our steamers, they are made of food grade silicone that is BPA free, and it actually will cut down your cooking time for microwave cooking by half. All right. So lots and lots of veggies and the steak on the bottom. I'm gonna make this easy on myself. I wanna coat everything evenly. So I am going to take my Philly cheesesteak package, and it shows on the back what you need is all in bold print. I know it's backwards, but you just needed beef, mushroom, bell pepper, and I was gonna do onion, but I actually didn't have onion. So we're just gonna go ahead and get that cut open. Let me show you the inside. All of that goodness in there. And we have garlic, onion, organic coconut palm sugar, mustard, paprika, organic. A lot of this is organic. It's a non-MGO product and the first certified direct sales company for food. Anyway, I get sidetracked. Apple cider vinegar powder, black pepper, tamari powder, and that's it. Literally, very short list of ingredients. So I'm gonna dump this into my Ziploc bag, and oops, I think it calls for 1 tablespoon of oil, which is not a lot. If you consider the amount of oil that you would use making this on a stovetop in a skillet, 1 tablespoon of some olive oil is actually super healthy comparatively. All right, so now my goal is to put the veggies in first because those are not seasoned at all. And then I'm just gonna throw my steak in there too. Do a little bit of a shake and bake. And you know what? If I wanted to, as a busy mom, I can, oh, is that a no for you, Tiffany? Oh, I'm sorry, with the coconut. At least I read it to you. You could also go onto the website and look at all the ingredients for products. If I wanted to stop with this right now though, I could totally just shake this up and put it in my freezer and then pull it out on another day. Oh, that stinks. I'm sorry, Tiffany. All right, I'm gonna make some noise. Just a second. This is our full size sheet pan. So it's a full cookie sheet and the liner, it's just our silicone like everything else, which is able to go in the oven up to 425 degrees. Same with all of our silicone cookware, even our steamers, they're microwave compatibles for quick and easy, but if you're like, I don't know about the whole microwave thing, no worries, you could still do everything in the oven up to 425 degrees. And then the other really super amazing thing is these are all dishwasher safe too. Oh, you put it in the refrigerator? That's a good idea. So I made this meal one other time and I loved it, aside from the fact that I felt like my meat was a little bit tough. Let me just spread everything out. That was another lesson learned. If you have any of the meat touching, you have to cook it longer, and so certain pieces don't get cooked thoroughly and others get too done. So I'm gonna take the time to make it right this time. That's what I love about being a consultant. So I just signed on, but I learned that whenever Epicure has a new catalog that's released, we get early access to it. And so I'm really bad at keeping secrets, and it was hard for me to not scream on top of the rooftops about the new things that came in the new catalog. I'll talk about those in a minute. But if you think that looks yummy, go ahead and give me a thumbs up or a heart if it looks like something that you would want to eat. I'll show you even closer. There we go. Look at that. I know that Christina is super jealous. I know it. She was gonna be here with us at 3, but she had a client because she's got a servant's heart like me, and she went ahead and she scheduled a client so that she could help someone else. Speaking of servant's heart, so I wanna go ahead while that's cooking 15 minutes at 375, and then I'm gonna take a look at it. But while I'm waiting for that, I wanna talk really quickly about all the goodies that we have to share from Epicure right now. So our job is to help you get set up with all the tools. Our number one is usually getting you the help to shop. And I just want to tell anyone who has a consultant, or if you want a party, you are welcome to go ahead and place an order. We would love to help you get all of the things that you need. And between now and the 15th, you can get $5 flat rate shipping on an order of $80 or more. But I want to say hosting is really the way to get people here, have some fun, learn about Epicure, and learn about all of the health reasons that it is great for like a pantry makeover. It's also great for getting the free things and the half price things. So I just want to make sure that I share that our consultants, we're all young, like new team. We have our calendars that we want to stock full of classes so that we can share this with as many people as possible. But then number 3 is to join. And normally I would put it in this order: shop, host, and join. But this month in January, Epicure is making it so much easier for anyone who thinks that they could possibly do this. You're watching me just cook in my kitchen right now in front of my phone, and I know that there are so many people who need the help with eating that I invite you to come and join our team for no money down. You heard me right. You could get our kit right now for free. It's not a gimmick. Epicure just wants to support as many people as they can in the US. So they say, if you want to learn how to do this job, we're going to set you up for it. We support you. You don't even have to pay for the kit. If by the end of February you've got 4 closed cooking classes, the kit is yours and you don't have to pay anything to them. It's completely free. Then on top of that, if you want to try to make this a business and you have 4 more cooking classes in March, guess what? They're actually going to pay you the amount for the kit. So instead of paying $99 for it, they're going to pay you $99 for it. So you're already like, they're paying you to try to get on this team because they just want to share their good food mission. All right, and then the other thing I forgot to talk about is, what do the hosts get that's like a bonus? And anyone who hosts in January can choose between the current January exclusive, which is a square steamer. It's a like shorter size for the multi-purpose steamer. I've seen it used for enchiladas, for brownies. I actually just saw somebody make some overnight oats in it by making a bigger batch. So that is your January exclusive, and it's a 40% off savings. So this steamer would be $20.95. Only people who can get it are your hosts. That's it. Then you also would have the choice between February. So in February, you get to, or if you wanted to choose to host in January or February, you would get to choose the Whisk It collection set, which is perfect for our team name, which is the Whisk Takers. It's got a full-size whisk and 2 non-skid mixing bowls. So these are bowls that are stainless steel. They clean really easily, but then they have like the little rubber grippies all the way around the bottom, so they aren't going anywhere. So those are just some really great things. But if neither of those options are what you want, please reach out to your consultant, because we will help you get what you want, and we will make sure that you have healthier eating and easier cooking in 2022. All right, I said we were having dessert, and I did not lie. I put this aside and it's been 1 hour. So I'm gonna reveal what my Honeycrisp apples look like after sitting out for 1 hour. I haven't looked in here, so I'm really hoping that it's exactly what I'm expecting. Look at that, it is. No browning. So I have these little slices, and I love Honeycrisp apples. If you're with me, preach. Okay, this is our rectangular steamer. Always a bad idea. Okay, our silicone steamers are all very flexible. This is our smallest size, and it's perfect for people who have a smaller family, even live alone, and don't need to have a huge meal with a big steamer. Also perfect for portion control. You could put 1 chicken breast or 1 small batch of like eggs for scrambled eggs, or egg frittatas, however you say that. Or it's also great, I have one of these at work, so that when I bring leftovers, I know I can put it in here and steam my leftovers. So this is the rectangular steamer. I have my apples. I've got some apple pie spice, which I would say I probably have about 2 cups at the most. So I'm going to use like a half a teaspoon of this. I think I'm going to get my other. This is what happens when you don't have, my other one's in the dishwasher. I have to get like all 4 of them out, and then I have to wash all 4 of them, when really all I need is a half of a teaspoon. And since I'm going to make a point right now, look at that. Doesn't fit. All right. So here we go with our apple pie spice. And I'm not just stopping there either, because I have caramel sauce that I opened and I want to put that on there too. Oh, it's right here. Okay, so I wanted to use just a little bit of caramel to make it sweeter, but I don't want to make the caramel sauce or the caramel icing. That's on the package. So I'm just going to go ahead and use 2 teaspoons for dry mix. Oh my gosh, hold on. I got to show you this before I dump it in. Do you see the like crystallized sugar? Come on, light, catch it. It is the ingredients for this. It's such a small list, I almost couldn't find it. It's organic cane sugar, organic coconut palm sugar, and vanilla bean. So for people who can't have certain ingredients, we actually have guides and lists. Tiffany, I don't want you to like leave here and think there's nothing I can have. There's lots and lots of things. We can get you a list of what is in our products so that you know that you're safe completely. And we have lists of like, these things contain whatever the common ingredient is that you might have. All right, so, oh my God, this smells like apple heaven to me. I've never made this like this either, but I'm just gonna give it a shot. So I think I'm gonna put this in for maybe like, 3 minutes. The great thing about these steamers, so I would always start with lower amounts of temperature. So maybe start with a couple minutes, and then if I open it and I see that the apples are still too firm, it's fine. I didn't do anything wrong by opening it and letting go of the steam. It's just like on your stovetop, you can start cooking it again. So I'm gonna start with 2 minutes, I think, and we'll see what it looks like. Wash my hands again. All right. Unlike your Instant Pot, yeah, so I have to tell this story because I have a minute, and Stacy is also someone who I work with in another company, but she is always with us whenever we go out for our drinks and our dinners, and she got invited to an in-person party, and of course we were like, these steamers, oh my gosh, they will change your world. And she said, I'm good with my Instant Pot. I'm gonna keep my Instant Pot and I'll make all the recipes in there. And by all means, I'm not laughing at anyone who thinks that. I am just saying, like, when Stacy said that, I was like, are you now? Okay, we'll see. Because it cuts down on the cooking time so much. We can literally make brownies in the microwave in 3.5 minutes. And I've done it, and it's amazing. Anytime I have like a little bit of a chocolate craving, I know that I can make gluten-free brownies that, I can even make healthier by substituting applesauce for the oil. And I can make them super fast and have them cooled off and ready in like 20 minutes. It's amazing. Or I've just learned to really like really hot brownies because I always want my brownies. Yeah, I've got all of my other, like my crock pots and my Instant Pot, all of my other, like my air fryer. I have not used any of it. I pretty much joined Epicure and decided, like, this is the way to go. I need to do it in order to show people that you can do it. If I can do it, anyone can do it. While I have a second too, I wanted to highlight this strainer. So it's not like a huge strainer, but I do want to show you why I think it is a must for everyone, especially people who have smaller kitchens. I feel like I have some of my team members on here who are going, wait, what? I need to get that too, which is awesome. I got this as a freebie from Stacy. Oh, my shirt's gonna pick up all of these. Hold on, guys. This is not that hard usually. Well, I got it to be halfway shorter. I don't want my apples to get burnt, so what's live is live. Let's do it. Okay, pro tip, if you have your steamer in the microwave for a super long time, I would like for you to, for safety, I'm always gonna talk safety first, use hot mitts. Although it's not too hot for me, I just want you to know that that could be a thing. And then another important tip for safety is to always open the steamer away from you. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that. Hold on. You have to smell, like it smells like fall in my house right now. Oh my God, it's amazing. Oh my gosh. Okay, I need to send my husband out to the grocery store in order to get vanilla ice cream, and we could have apple pie a la mode without the crust. Do you see the caramel there too? I cannot wait for that to cool off. I'm definitely going to do dessert first. I always make dessert first, but that was 2 minutes. So literally, you get a sweet tooth, pop a steamer in the microwave, in less than 5 minutes, you have a dessert. All right, I'm bound and determined. This is like my Rubik's Cube. It's really not that hard, it's just because it's wet. It's like my hands are slipping. I saw my friend Alyssa is on here. I know she's laughing at me. There we go. And then it takes up like no more than a couple plates in your dishwasher or in your storage, which is a heck of a lot more convenient than one of these things. I actually have 2 of them, so that's why everything is overloaded in my cabinet. There's a minute and a half for the steak. I'm gonna check it out in just a minute and a half. But I wanna know, is there anything that anyone is like super excited about that they learned today? What do you think is the one thing that you saw that you feel like that's gonna change my life? Is it the steamer, the scissors? Maybe it's the strainer that I just showed you. Like, what's gonna change your life from having seen this demo? That's what I really hope to show you. I had a horrible diet before starting Epicure. I actually was a very, very healthy young mom of a younger child. And then once my son got to school age, he became super duper picky. And I learned that I don't like cooking 2 meals. So I would just end up doing 1 meal and it was whatever he would eat. So it was frozen pizza, it was chicken nuggets, it was macaroni and cheese, pretty much on repeat every day. And I started feeling like crap because I was eating crap. And if my body at 40 was not feeling good, just think about how his growing body was probably feeling. So I knew that we needed to problem solve and get this figured out, but I didn't have the time. I'm a working mom. I have a job in a professional clinical setting at a university. It's not easy. So I went ahead and I called someone who connected me with Epicure, and here I am. All right, first peek at our steak. OMG. Oh, hold on. That's really, really hot. I need thicker hot pads. Friends, seriously, I'm gonna put mozzarella cheese on this and we're gonna stick it back in the oven for 2 minutes, and then it is dinner time or lunchtime. I guess we're kind of in between. Making a huge mess. Don't mind me. Here, you know what? I got new trivets from my in-laws. I'm gonna go ahead and use them so that I can do this in front of you and not with my back to you. The steak looks and smells amazing. I don't even know, I might not want it to be any more cooked. Oh my gosh, look at the juices. Wow, this is gonna blow Mike's mind because my husband loved the other one. You have to go and get professionally sliced, thin sliced ribeyes for this recipe. It is amazing. I honestly don't want it any more cooked than that. It's perfectly tender. And so nobody ever said that there was a limit on the amount of cheese I can use. You know, we've cut out the fat in other ways, and then we just go ahead and we have them how we can. All right, so don't forget, I still have my dessert with the caramel sauce at the bottom. Can you see it? I can drizzle over, and I have to actually, I can't wait. Oh, they're like crispy, and they have some like crunch to them, but they taste like fall. So good. Okay. If you missed it at the start, I made French bread with some butter and some roasted garlic aioli. So it's been sitting there, it's nice and crispy. Oh my gosh, I cannot wait to eat this. I'm gonna assemble, and then I'm turning the camera off, y'all, because it's gonna be time to eat. But I do want to show you, someone asked about the sheet pans for cleanup, and look how easily it all just moves off. This might not be the best serving utensil, but it just all moves off. And then, yeah, you have the easiest cleanup. So one of the ways that I did it was rinsing it right at the start, like right after the meal, and that worked out well. But I also, I'm not gonna lie, have nights where I feel like, hey, she who cooks does not clean, so I waited until the morning, and it literally, like, I just had to bend the silicone and it just like crumbled off. Okay, this is not one serving, but look at that. Yes, nom 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 is right. And Alyssa, you have to be my next host because you are commenting on a ton of things that you think would be great for you. Friends, thanks for joining me. I have my lunch / dinner, dessert. I'm good to go. Let us please help you try and get good food real fast with a cleaner eating initiative. Bye.